Yeah.
So he's starting to learn things.
It's so funny because Arc is like the perfect juxtaposition of what we see from like common melee players who don't want to go and enter PM. It's just because of the weird matchups. Didn't
He's literally only here for the weird matchups.
Yeah. He called out like Jake, right, on Facebook saying like I want to play Bowser against Bowser, and who else was it?
I don't remember who the other
was. It like Chewy?
Yeah, it was like Chewy.
Just because he wanted to play Sonic.
He just wants to learn the weird matchups.
Yeah, but definitely a more fundamental player. I think every time we've seen Arc play in PM, I think last week also talking about how fundamentally sound he is on spacing, but Birdman actually, and this has been said multiple times, being very uncomfortable with the Marth matchup against DDD.
Yeah,
I think
odd.
As of like 2.5 years ago, he definitely was not enjoying this matchup. Oh, Arc is going strong.
I actually think this is a very strong matchup for DDD.
Yes, I do agree. I think it's arguably like +1, +2, maybe.
Yeah, I think this might actually be Marth's worst matchup when played correctly. I think Birdman lacks patience a lot of the time in the matchup. He isn't weighted enough. And Arc will definitely exploit that.
One of the big things, even in your just general book, not being able to play the Beast Zone, opting for the Waddle Dee and going for the back air.
I do love the Beast Zone.
That is not a common punish, and that's why Arc reacted with what?
Yeah.
He had action. Yeah, that is going to be it.
down and away on that. That down throw.
But still a great understanding. I like his mentality just to immediately go into it, not be phased with that punish. Definitely very Jigglypuff-esque and great pivot.
Yeah, that was a good dash away after the first initial hit on the shield.
Yeah, trying to catch it, great air dodge. And just trying to get the immediate rebuttal. I think he tried to dive down Rising Dare.
Yeah.
That's a very big Arc edge guard that we see.
I would agree. Good back air.
That was... If that sent any further, or he would not have gotten the dare, but probably hesitating. I could definitely be wrong on that.
Good fade.
Yeah. And if anything, I think one of the things that definitely caught Arc off guard is the reversal situation off stage. And definitely something that he has to be wary when playing on Smashville, just because it is definitely a horizontal inclined stage. Ooh, great air dodge coming out from Birdman, but not going to be fast enough. Expecting the ledge dash, trying to go for that Rising Dare.
Has him in the corner.
Ooh, yeah, and once again...
Birdman didn't fall for it, though.
Birdman doesn't fall for it after the first one, just because that is a very Dakpo-esque method with his own Marth. Is pressure onto shield into pivot tipper. Very, very big from Dakota. So
I would agree.
Ooh, great fair on the spacing. Definitely something to keep in mind when playing against Marth is that one of the reasons why this matchup is relatively difficult is just because he can out-footsies him.
He has more range. That is absolutely true.
One of the best methods, though, something that Arc wasn't using, is that at lower percents, like roughly 30 to 40, if DDD chooses to true crouch, because of how heavy he is, if you dash attack it, it'll immediately send him into knockdown. So definitely a situation to keep in mind. Birdman more agile at that point, so trying to be very careful, making sure that he is constantly moving just to avoid that situation, especially with the threat of Waddle Dee. That's the immediate answer for any time. Yes, he did. Every time Birdman tries to see a running up Marth, probably the best answer would be to throw out a projectile.
Yeah, got caught again. Yeah, DDD definitely has a lot of tools to go out there and stuff out Marth's recovery before it really even happens.
Arc definitely getting away with this forward smash intensity. Going for the back throw.
Yeah, try to get the down air, but Birdman waited and just went a little lower.
Yeah, very respectable, but Birdman in that reversal situation. One of the strongest points that we even see from all of his characters. Arc with a great, great punish, though. The rebuttal, definitely super sound, and I like getting the grab after the fair instead of opting for more, especially respecting the relative floatiness from DDD, knowing that the low percent fair is going to knock him up, and this is that out footsies game that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Going high.
Ooh.
Should be
Going
dead.
for the grab, and once again, just another reversal. We see it with Falcon, not arguably in the same frame point. Jason going for things like wake up jab. For Falco, it's obviously shine.
Yeah.
And then for DDD, it's general positioning.
Yeah.
Just very, very aware of the fact of using that big body ass. I think he tried to ledge cancel that.
Yeah. And DDD doesn't have like the best wake up options for sure.
Ooh, going for that dash dance just to try and play space, opting for things like jab, which are so heavy for approaching sword boys. Ooh. And if anything, if you're... Ooh! Arc not scared, though. This man is a devilish player.
You can't be afraid if you don't know what something does.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Just not respecting Gordo at all. Great tag.
I didn't even realize. I forgot there was just a wall under there.
Arc definitely no stranger to the works of a Pokemon Stadium F stage.
Let's turn around back here. I like it.
But at 98% with the slide off get up attack, definitely going to push away. And if anything, skilled or lucky, going to keep him alive. Birdman struggling to get this stock out of the way just so he can keep his lead. Oh. And with the drop off, I don't know if Arc was definitely expecting that, but definitely a great abuse of aerial drift on pressure on the platform.
Ooh, yeah, I tried to get him to jump early, though. Birdman was not having it.
Great. Definitely hesitation from Birdman, who could have caused another reversal right there, but just no general respect in getting pineappled.
Yeah, Arc overextended on that edge guard for sure.
Oh, missing the grab. Definitely not that good of magnet hands. Oh. And then the immediate habit is the jump. Definitely avoiding it. Yeah, going for another pivot, but because of the space, being able just to dash back. A lot of the time that the pivot forward smash definitely working in the corner. The stall saving him, but that's going to be a triple back air, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And definitely hard Arc with a lot of respect. And definitely, probably more analysis going into the matchup.
Yep, he gets it now. Well, probably not yet, but
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
figure it out.
I think that was a great frame of mind because he was definitely playing it differently. I think the worst part, the Beastmaster, let's go, is the fact that he wasn't opting